good day. We got trucks headed to get some sheep that are headed for the mountain. We look forward to this day all year long for the first bunch of sheep to head to the mountain. It's good to get them out of the valley and the heat. They're headed for higher country, headed for greener pastures, and we are excited to get on the mountain. So let's go gather up some sheep. We got to go down, gather them all up out of a bunch of brush. These sheep haven't had a herder for the last month or so. They've just been contained in a little pasture with some brush. So we got to go gather them up, make sure we don't leave any, get them all in a corral after we build the corral, load them on a truck, head them for the mountain. Let's do it.
This spring, we split this herd into 2 different bunches. We've had the herder with the bigger bunch in some larger pastures, and the small bunch, we've kind of kept an eye on them ourselves in a fenced off pasture where they couldn't escape. The first step in getting this herd on the mountain is gathering the smaller bunch back up and getting them onto the trucks. Our goal was to be able to set up as little as possible for a corral. The fence on both sides of the road was pretty decent, so we decided if we could get them onto the road, we could hold half of them while we put the other half in the panels and load them onto the truck. These ewes and lambs have been in this pasture right here for the past month or so, just scattered out through the brush. They haven't had a herder with them because they can't escape, because they're just in the fence, so they're a little bit wild. They haven't been herded or moved really since we dumped them off, other than pushing them around a little bit. So they might be a little wild, a little crazy. Got to get them all the way over to the gate. They're scattered out all through this whole pasture here on both ends, and the gate's in the middle. So get everything pushed down, pushed over to the middle, gathered up. Hopefully we don't leave any. Get it all taken care of. There's an airplane. Got a bunch over there. Got a bunch right here, a bunch over there. Just working our way through, gather everything together in a group, push them over to the gate, hopefully get them onto the road where we can stop them and put them in a corral and load them up. Hey, Jake. It took a little bit, but we were able to gather all the sheep that were scattered at every corner of this pasture. It's a little slow going with as thick as the brush is, but with lots of good help, we were able to get everything rounded up and headed to the gate. With the rest of the corral set up and half the herd contained, it was time to get these things headed up the chute and onto the trucks. Two trucks loaded. We are headed for the hill. sheep are on the mountain. Tomorrow morning we'll go load up another bunch, bring them up here, mix them with this. That'll complete that herd. The next day we'll take another herd. The next day we'll take another one. Lots of moving. Good time of year. I've said it once, but I'll say it again. Seeing happy sheep on green grass on the mountain never gets old. When we get loading lots of trucks, it sure makes a difference to have good corrals instead of a bunch of panels. But either panels or solid corrals, we're just happy when the sheep are moving to greener pastures. Unloaded, sheep are on the mountain. First whole herd is up on the hill. We're gonna head back, get the ones in the corral this evening for tomorrow, and we'll haul another herd up the mountain in the morning.